Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Trucking with me, Roll Cage TV, where I continue to do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a highly capable vehicle. And the last, whoops, wrong button. The last task that has to be done on this map. And then I can start on the contracts, of which there are many, many, many. But first of all, I'm going to finish this task. Will there be more tasks after this one is done? Probably. There usually are. But let's get across here. That's a little... Replay is so loud in my ears. Every time I take a break and I adjust the earbuds because my roommate gave me a nice, and I think I crackled the mic cord. My roommate was nice enough to give me a headband, but it's a little bit small for my head, and so it keeps the earbuds in nice, but unfortunately it keeps the earbuds in nice, but after an hour I have to like pull them out and adjust them, otherwise they start to hurt. I don't know what this ice is like. I don't remember. But I do know that I want to not get over there. Do I? No, I want to go down here. So that was actually not the right way to go in the first place, was it? No. I am getting to the east camp, which is unironically in the east. And that might be crackly ice there, but I'll get through it because this vehicle is a stud. There's probably room to get there, but if there isn't, I'll manage. And now, boy, that seems like such a long way out of the way to get to, but oh, and that's a whole bunch of narrow rocks, but I really can't go through that way, so I don't have a choice. That's also narrow rocks, but I can avoid that. I can probably make my way through here. It could be a warning. It could be like a child restraint thing. If you can make it through this gap, you can proceed to this. You're allowed to play on this. A child restraint. A bar. I guess the better analogy would be, you know, if you're going in front of a bridge, having a warning bar that says, don't go through this bridge. I'm sure everyone has seen the bridge that's famously short. It has people crash into it, has trucks crash into it all the time because people are not smart. What's the name of the bridge? They actually made it higher and people still crash into it. They couldn't make it more than like 6 inches higher because it's a railroad crossing and there was utilities underneath it. There's only so much they could do. But they did make it a little bit higher. They get flashing lights and warning and tell people, no, stop. Do not continue. Must stop. You're too high. Must stop. Stop now. Don't try it. That's how people are. They don't want anyone to tell them what to do. You're not telling me what to do, Mr. Fireman. Yeah, I'm on fire, huh? Yeah, well, I'll take care of it myself. Don't tell me what to do. Stop, drop, and roll. No, I'm going to run right back into the fire. Because I'm American. I got the freedom to do what I want. I'm also an American. Oh. Okay, this looks bad. This looks icy and rocky. It also looks like the only viable way of getting here. I can't go. This is the only way to get here, because I can't cross there. That's just water. So this has to be the way to get here. Once I get here, I will just simply recover the vehicle. I don't know where the next... If I have to come back here again in order to do... yeah, supply silver is what I'm doing. If I have to come back here again to go do a contract, well, then so be it. I'll come back here through... I'll come back here again through, after I recover. Alright, let's see what madness I have made for myself by marking the trail as I did. I am bound to go through roads that aren't really roads, and across ice that breaks out from under me, and all kinds of nonsense, because you can't really tell from looking at the map what's a viable way to go and what isn't. Maybe you can get some clue as far as are these rocks too narrow together, but that's about it. You can't follow, you can't really follow the paths, because the paths are all messed up and broken. They don't have all the obstructions, and they don't show you where it's really snowy. Show you a path to the woods, but oh, is this a path? I'm sorry. It's got 7 feet of snow over it. And you don't have a snow plow on you. Because there is no snow plow. This I can get through. I'm pretty sure I've been through here before. Well, I could have gotten through had I just said, let me get through it, but now I got my nose pinched by trying to avoid it by a slight bit. Most vehicles, bad idea. This vehicle, not a great idea, but not a tragic idea. And again, I'm pretty sure this is marked as a path. It's not really a path. But then, to be fair, I don't know what I marked as a path and what I didn't mark as a path. Oh, did I mark this as a path? I think this is marked as a path. This is one place where I could get stuck. Because this vehicle is not wide, it's not narrow. This vehicle is wide. But it's also powerful. There we go. Easily fit through there. If by fit, I mean, drove halfway up the rocks. But see, I rode on the downside, downslope rocks, so I didn't tip over. That was smart, right? Now I'm going down here? Okay, well, I wasn't supposed to go through these rocks now, but I am. I'm here now, I'm going through the rocks. Oh no, through there? Oh yeah, this was my test. If I can get through these rocks, I can get through the rocks on the other side. I can get through these rocks. It's the last rocks I reach. I know that the contracts have a lot bigger challenges than the tasks do. And so if I'm frustrated with the map as it is now with the tasks, I know the contracts are equal. I have to prepare myself for that. I'm counting on these trees catching my fall, not letting me down. Literally letting me down the slope. Okay, where am I going from here? Not just down the slope right there where I could see the water, huh? If I call an audible and just go down to the water. Oh no, this is the part of the water that... No, I could go through the water here. I could erase these. Because it's showing it's a path, right? I wanted to take the path so I didn't have to take the chance in the water, right? Forget that. Is the water dangerous? Yes. Am I going to take the chance anyway? Yes, because this is madness. One step, yeah, every time I think of madness. Okay. All of this is not going to happen. None of this is going to happen. None of this, none of that, none of this, none of that is going to happen. I know I have to take a path because I can't take the river all the way, but a bunch of this I can't. So those of you who looked at your map and marked your map, you printed it out and threw your little highlights on it and everything. Sorry, I'll have to print a new map. Angle to erase. No, these are erasing. Erasing. And the angle isn't the same with every mark. You can't say, oh, if you point it directly north, it'll always erase directly south. It's not the case. I want to get to there. How am I going to get to there? I am going to go down the river and around. That's how I'm going to get to there. Because that is not a path. Am I going to mark it? No, I'm going to wing it. So, oh, I said redraw your lines. Yeah, those are the lines. I have no choice. I have to get through there because I can't take the river all the way. I'm going to take the river the rest of the way. I can get through any snow. I can get through most ice. So I am taking the riverfront. The scenic way rather than the crazy way. Rather than the recommended way. Who travels, you know, who travels, when you get a travel log from like AAA or AA or whatever it is in your country, who actually travels on those roads? Just because they mark them as safe, you know, they say these roads are safe, you know, no bandits on these roads. We have service stations, amenities, place to eat, fuel. No, forget that. Just go down to the river and take your chances. What's the worst that can happen? Sharks? Drowning? Come on, be an adventurer. Are you an adventurer or are you not an adventurer? You didn't come on vacation to be safe and boring like you were in your day-to-day life. You went on vacation so that you could, I don't know, ignore all the safety regulations. Okay. Now, as you saw, that was much easier than trying to go through the trail. That's freedom. Alright, and now I'm going through the trail, and you notice the trail is, like, insane. But I have no choice, because I can't go through the along the river any longer. Am I going to actually get through here? Am I going to have to bring a different vehicle to get through here? I don't think there's any place to winch to either. It would be so disappointing if I can't get through here now. I have to get up on the rocks in such a way that I can get through here. Let's get the right angle to start with. Go from edge of this rock to the edge of that rock. Oh, I didn't hit the edge of the left rock properly. Okay, got through that, more or less. I didn't get my very back axle through it. There we go, I can drive onto the rock. I have taken this vehicle on more than one path that was not meant for a vehicle of this size. I only have to do this once. I'm just going to recall the vehicle when I'm done. Now what is this? Crackly ice? I laugh at you, crackly ice. It didn't even crackle. What's the matter with you, crackly ice? Now what am I stuck on? Tree branch or something? What am I stuck on? Is it just icy? I'm pretty sure there's nothing to winch to. No. I can see that it's icy. Kind of lost my traction momentum. Or maybe I'm just stuck on a rock. And the answer is to just get yourself stuck on a different rock. Get yourself stuck on a different rock for traction. Pretty sure I am stuck on some kind of rock. Are slipping, but I ain't quipping. Should be quipping. Wheels are slipping and I ain't quitting. There's a good rhyme for ya. Well, this doesn't work very well with this green. I'm going to try it anyway. Shit. Shit. Oh, shit. Shit. Ah! Like I said, it doesn't work real well with this crane. No, I want crane view. I go into crane mode. Crane mode. Bring this back. Wheels are not turning at all. Did that push the back end up at all or not? No, not. Forget that. Let's back up again. Try the left side. So the left side is what gave me trouble in the first place. Left side, left side, left side, left side, left side, left side, left side. There we go. I really hope this is the last time I have to come down this way. I do have a narrower truck, but it doesn't have the power or the range. It would have a hard time getting over to the trailer store, although if it got to the trailer store, it could have had it got to the trailer store, it could refuel there. I might have to drag it along behind this one to get over here. But I got there. It was not impossible after all. Just took a little perseverance. I don't think the crane did anything. Some cranes you could lift it up and push it along, but the Russian crane is just too weak. There was nothing to winch on. Okay, cargo mode. Yay. Good. This will last us till the end of winter, Iceman. Thanks again. End of winter, huh? And when winter's over, how are you supposed to get here? I'm gonna be here in the spring, buddy. There won't be any frozen ice at all. Very crackly ice. And yeah. There's gonna be no way to get here in the spring. Because that bridge is ridiculous. You need to fix the other bridges. And getting over here, that's just going to be water. If I were you, I would pack up and leave while it's still winter. Just saying. Is that something I'm going to have to drag around? I might have to drag that around on one of the contracts. How am I going to sled that around? I sure hope I don't have to sled that around. It's something on skids. Well, yes, I'll take your money. It's good money. I'm going to actually look at that. I'll have to bring a different truck if I have to go that same way again. Or what I'll do is I will get the truck with the big crane and use the big crane to hitch, to back the big crane up, use that to lower a scout truck to one edge of the river. where the river stops, where I absolutely cannot get through on the side of the river. Now watch, the map is broken, you actually can get through over here. I could have gone this way the whole time. Okay, this is where I assume you can't get through. Right? Now, do I try to do it since I'm going to recover anyway? But it looks like if I back up the big crane... If I backed up the big crane here, I should be able to lift a trailer or a... Okay, let's pull that sled over to the very edge of this. And then I will see if I can drive across it. And if I get the sled to the edge of this, I might be able to get the truck with the big crane to reach over and hitch to it and then lift it up over. This isn't much of a gap. And I might not even need to get that sled over here, but I have a feeling I'm going to need to get that sled over. Definitely wouldn't do it with this crane. But I can get to the other side of that gap with the crane. That's for sure. I'm just going to test this for future reference. Because I'm not going to try to go through getting that truck over here again. This truck over here again. And I don't think I can fit this in the back of my thing. But I think it hooks either way. Yes, it is one of those movable sled things. Way I'm going to find out if I can drive across the river, and the way I'm going to get this sled as closely as possible now. I should try to get the side of this as close as possible. So let's come around. I was just going to stick my nose in the river, but there's a good chance I won't be able to get any closer. Let's come around. Okay. That is kind of close, but not as close as it could be. So... don't necessarily want to tip it on its side. If I do, I do. Okay. But now I want to swing it around to the front. This towards the front. Because I don't know if it's got a winch point on the back. Trying to think ahead, otherwise I have to get another vehicle here that can manipulate this thing. No, you're supposed to turn that way. I will swing the crane a little bit more. No, it went nice and flat. Okay. Oops, wrong button. Do you want to try to drag it farther this way, or do I just want to winch it? About as close as I'm going to get it to the edge of the river. Right. Now, pack the truck. Pack the crane. Store the crane. Okay. Now, bumping it the minimal amount. I'm sure this is going to be a disaster, but it doesn't matter, because I was going to restore this vehicle anyway. And it may be that I don't need this vehicle over there. It may be that I need to get it in a different spot over here. But just in case, if I need to get this thing somewhere else. Well, let's see. Can I actually cross the river here? I'm sure the answer is no, but let's see. Geronimo! Not even close. No. Answer is no. And down he goes. Been nice knowing you, driver. I'll send a letter to your wife as soon as I think about it. Are you married? No? Oh, you're not married? No kids? Yeah, that's why you took this job, right? All right. No, I know the feeling, brother. I know the feeling. But I'm not about to take a job like that because I'm not that stupid. I have a little to live for. I've got my stream. All right. So now let's actually go on the map and see. Was that necessary? Probably, almost certainly not. But I want to see if this trailer needs to be picked up based on any okay, that's on a different map. That is on a different map. All these on a different map? That's on a different map. That's on a different map. Aha! This is another one where I have to visit a bunch of places of glory. That's not a problem. I'm going to actually activate that one. Cabin fever. Aha! Ha 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 ha! See? 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 I had to get that cabin over here. And guess what? One way of doing it is to go back the way I came through these awful rocks. The other way of doing it is to just drive over here and use the big crane to get it across. So there you go. I should accept this now. Yeah, that's the next one I'm going to do, in fact. And where's the other container? Over here. Yeah. Ha, I knew it. And it's on sleds. All I have to do is get the big crane over here, drag it over here, and I never have to go around those rocks again. Am I not a smarty? Unless, of course, I get the big crane over there and find out it won't reach. But it'll reach. I'm sure it'll reach. And I'm going to have to use the big crane because if I try to, you know, slide it over with the winch, it's going to fall down into the water, and I won't be able to pull it up over the water. But yes, the big crane will be able to reach that far. It's not that far. The big crane will be able to get it and winch it up into the air, get it over that gap. See, I had no idea that that task was there, but I saw the little cabin, the little container on the sleds, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to need to do that. And now that I look at this, I probably could have come along this way and not gone through those rocks. Although this is right on the... Whoa! I don't think I'm going to go down that way. Can I come along the rocks here and do... Yeah. That looks kind of like madness. Through the trees. But you know what? I just made my life 1,000% easier. And, we'll want to... I don't have a lot of time left. What's left of my time? I'm thinking about getting the other mastodon out with the big crane. And, marking this. I want to pick that up. Now, what's the best way for me to get there to pick that up? Yeah, I can't really get down there from that. I think I can get down there through there. So what the heck, let's try that. Because this is just a bold expeditionary mission. I do have to get to this point here. That's an in-between goal. Because I know I can cross here. Cross here. Here, stay on the crackly ice. On the ice sheets. Okay. And I can come through here, 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 on the snow-like area, through the ice sheets. And then from there, I think I can cross. Okay, let's see how much of this we can get done. If we can recover that, this will be the greatest episode of this game ever. What time is it? Let's go to first thing in the morning. It may not be the greatest episode of this game ever, but it will be one of the smartest ones. Watch, I won't even be able to get out of here because I won't be able to stay close enough to the wall to keep from falling in the water or in the trees. But this episode is going to go down in history. What episode is this? What number episode is this? Scroll. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Episode 28. Write it down. Episode 28. Kola, what's the name of this series? Episode 28 of SnowRunner. Kola. No. That's a different game. Easy mode. That's right. Easy mode, episode 28. Easy mode playthrough. Mark it down in history. That's it. Easy Mode 100% Playthrough. That's the name of the series. SnowRunner. Easy Mode 100% Playthrough by Roll Cage TV. Mark it down. It's going to be one of the greatest episodes ever. Maybe. If I can get across this ice. Look at that. Wasn't even crackly. All I have to do is get it across the river. I can probably tow it from there. I mean, with the winch. Not necessarily sticking a bed, because it is on sleds. Oh, this looks like I can't get through here. There's trees. Oh, poor trees. Oh, save the trees. Alright, I'll come back and hug them later. I'll replant them, whatever's left. I'll cut off a what's it called? A clipping? I'll cut off a clipping and plant a new tree and then hug it when it grows up. Say sorry about your parents, your clone parent, but it had to be done. For honor and glory, your mother tree, your parental tree did not die in vain. We got stuck here in the stupidest spot. Is this ice I can cross? I think it is. Yeah, plenty good ice. Plenty good ice. Never a doubt in my mind. This episode might run a little long. Because I'm here to prove it can be done. I don't even know where the next waypoint I set was. Did I skip one somewhere? Oh no, I didn't even set waypoints from here. Oh, I was supposed to stay down that way. Oh well. Yeah, I'm gonna just cross through here. I'll be fine. Probably cross there, but I'll go up here. I went last time. Okay. And in my excitement, don't drive into the water. I have to back into it. I'm not nervous. No, I'm not quiet just because I'm scared. Need to pour myself some soda. I'm out of soda. I was going to take a nap after this. I'm going to be so jazzed after this I won't go to sleep. Either that I'll be crying myself to sleep if this doesn't work. You saw it here first, folks. Not to cry myself to sleep part. You would not be the first person to see that. But you saw this dramatic lifting the container cabin. Lifting the container cabin rescue over the river without going through that terrible path. You saw it here first. In one episode, I went through the terrible path and simultaneously decided I was never doing it again, and so found another way. If I have to go through there again for some reason, I'm going to take the big crane, find something to winch to over there, and drag myself across. No, I don't think that would even be possible. There's nothing to winch to over there. Am I there yet? Getting closer. Don't drive into the water. That's the other side. There we go. That's my goal. There's where I'm going. If this doesn't reach, I'm going to be so upset. This is a big Spider-Man crane. Tires! Who needs tires? Don't need tires where I'm going. Now I need to back into it. Slowly, slowly, slowly. I can't even see the thing yet. Maybe I'm not quite where I need to go. Am I where I need to go? Let's start backing up. I think that's it there where that marker goes. That's the last marker. I don't need that marker. I know where I'm going now. Don't need markers where I'm going. I don't know how far off I can set this thing. So I'm going to do a test anchor. Oh, gotta turn on the beacons for this. I can go quite a bit farther back. Doesn't even hang off. It hangs off the back end a little bit, but I can go much farther. Let's do it from there. Activate the anchors. Yes, 4 anchors on. Crane mode. Other way around, because I'm pointing backwards. And extend it. And I got it. Look at that. Lift, 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 lift. Grab it. Pull it in. Hardly going to get wet at all. You could have just sat in the cabin, took a nice nap, next thing you know, you're on the other side of the river. Lift it up, make sure it clears everything. I'm even gonna, where's the front? Does it have skids on both sides? I think it has skids on both sides. Where's my truck? Oh, I brought it out in front of my truck. Well, I have to be able to take the truck back. Although this truck might be the one to drag it to where it has to go. Okay, that's it. Lower it. And release that. Restore the crane. Stop the engine. And that is how true trucking heroes do it, folks. All right, I'm over 50 minutes. That's going to be it for this episode. But I got the container over here. I can probably just drag it with this vehicle to wherever it needs to go. Where does it need to go? It needs to go to the North Camp. Task. This one. Which one am I doing? Cabin Fever. This one. North Camp. Yes. I will put a marker there. This cabin needs to go there, which it can do without going through those terrible rocks now. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it. I'm not going to go through any terrible rocks. Probably just go like through there. Right across that water. I'm going to get up enough speed and fly over those rocks because that's how strong I feel right now. But I'll figure out how I'm going to get there during the next episode. That will be it, Twitch folks. I am ready to. You can throw your coins, emotes in chat or in YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, though, stick around. I will be looking for someone to raid, and then also eat and nap. I got so many things to do afterwards. Self-care. But if you're watching on YouTube, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. I hope you have a great evening, great night, great morning, great afternoon, great whenever you are, wherever you are, whenever you are. I messed up the exit outro. Have yourself a great night, great morning, great afternoon, great evening, great whenever until I see you again. And wherever you end up going, on the road or in life, be sure to enjoy the drive. All right, Twitch folks, stick around. YouTube, next episode, next weekday at noon U.S. Central Time. I am out of here for you guys. Bye-bye.